Hello, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again. Yes, I'm doing another review, this time of something recent, so you guys know what I'm talking about. This is a movie from last year, 2019. Yes, a movie that was a massive hit. We're up to the letter P. What do you think it's going to be? It is Pokemon. Yes, Detective Pikachu. I'm finally going to review this sucker. Yeah, technically this is the letter D, but since it's a Pokemon movie, it's P. You wouldn't put this under, uh, you know, a thing. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to be reviewing this movie. I have never played the game, so I've only played the original games, Blue through Sun and Moon. I haven't played Sword and Shield yet because I don't have the Switch. My sister has it, but I'll get to that. Anyway, um this movie was awesome. I saw it on cable a couple months ago on HBO. They gave a free preview, and this is a live action Pokemon movie that actually worked. Look at that poster. Freaking awesome. One of the best video game movies ever. Yes, it's technically a video game movie. This movie was based on a game, which was based on an anime and a manga and a freaking TV show and also other games. So it's a video game movie, guys. Do I enjoy this more than Sonic? No, I liked Sonic more. I laughed more. But we'll get to that. Anyway, yeah, see, it's a loose adaptation of the 2016 video game of the same name. It's the first live action Pokemon movie. Ryan Reynolds is a great voice for Pikachu. It's one of the cutest things I've ever seen. I mean, it's fuzzy. He has a little hat, and his voice it surprisingly fits. It's like, why does he sound like Deadpool? Because it's Ryan Reynolds' voice. What the hell were you expecting, you dummies that said that? You know who you are. But anyway, yeah, the motion capture looks great on Pikachu. He's very cute. This is not Ash's Pikachu because Ash's Pikachu doesn't talk. At least not in this movie, anyway. And instead of Ash, we have Justice Smith. Yes, the guy that cries like a bitch in Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. But here, he's really good. He's very likable. I like his character, and the journey he goes on is really well done. And yeah, the plot is taken from like episodes of the show, but you get to see the world of Pokemon with these CG really realistic versions, and they're in the background. There's a lot of them from all the regions in the show, from Johto and Kanto, and from Hoenn, and from freaking Sinnoh and Unova, and the Orange Islands. Yeah, you see all the Pokemon there, literally. The film is only an hour and 40 minutes. It goes by quick. It didn't feel too long. The budget's $150 million. It made 400 million. I'm glad that this movie passed because unfortunately Godzilla King of the Monsters did not, which sucks. But at least this movie did well. It's the second highest grossing video game film adaptation. The highest grossing now is Sonic, I believe. So, well, domestically anyway. A sequel's being developed. Yeah, I hope it gets made. Don't be racist. Go see it when it comes out. I'm going to see this sequel in the future. Basically, the plot is Tim Goodman is looking for his dad, who's been missing for a while, and his mom is gone. So he goes on a journey with Pikachu to find out what happened to his father. And there's a lot. It's a mystery, and it works really well. There's a lot of the plots. Yeah, it's been done before, but it's done well. It's not like it's a bad mystery where the payoff is stupid. The Yeah, when Pikachu explains he has amnesia and his only clue is his identity is Harry's name and the address on his cap, leading him to believe he was Harry's partner and that Harry survived the crash, which he did. Spoiler alert: there will be spoilers in this review. If you haven't seen this movie, Mewtwo's in the movie. Yeah, we just like in the first movie. His real voice, his first voice, I enjoy. When Bill Nye turns into Mewtwo, like he's controlling Mewtwo with his mind, that was stupid. You didn't need that. That was really dumb. I'm like, Mewtwo doesn't have a British accent, guys. I'm sorry. It's based on a Japanese kids cartoon and a video game that has nothing to do with Brits whatsoever. It just feels really, really flat for me, and it was dumb. But anyway, yeah, there's a lot of Pokemon cameos here. You have Ditto, you have Greninja, you have Bulbasaur, you have Mr. Mime, you have Lickitung, who licks Justice Smith when he's on a train. You have Apom. You have a lot of them. If you've seen the show, you know exactly what kind of Pokemon there are. There's other characters I enjoyed too, like Catherine Newton. I think she's adorable. She was Lucy Stevens, a junior reporter who was accompanied by a Psyduck, who's one of the cutest ones in the cartoon. You have Suki Waterson as Miss Norman, aka Ditto, which that was an interesting idea. Don't care for the actress because Brits. Why are they in a Japanese world? I have no idea because I guess they want an integration, even though the lead guy is a black guy and the voice of Pikachu is Canadian. That's enough. That's enough international intrigue, guys. That's as much as I can go. But anyway, you have Omar Chapro as Sebastian, a Pokemon trainer who runs a secret Rhyme City battle, and he has a Charizard. That's basically the underground fighting where Pikachu meets Charizard, and it's a cute, funny scene. When he's gonna get burned, it's like Pika, Pika. It's so cute. Yeah, Rita Ora is Anne Laurent. She's a scientist. For the Clifford Enterprises, experimenting on YouTube. That's a nod to the first movie. You have Karan Sony as Jack, Tim's friend, who is a Pokemon trainer. You also have Ken Watanabe. This is his other film that he did in 2019, based on a Japanese property. He's Detective Hideo Yoshida, a veteran Rhyme City police lieutenant and his friend of Harry. Watanabe also voices lines in the Japanese version, of course, because he is Japanese. But Bill Nye, I thought, was wasted. There's a scene literally that he has these things on his head and he's controlling Mewtwo, and he gets up like this. And I'm like, yeah, like he's gasping for air. It's ridiculous. It's one of the stupidest scenes in the movie. It took me out of the finale because the ending is basically Pikachu and Mewtwo like fighting in a city. It's like Man of Steel, except there's more color and less destruction. But it's visually stunning. I'll say that the movie's hilarious. Like Ryan Reynolds' jokes cracked me up in the movie. Like his voice really worked for the movie, and it brought a lot of charm to this movie. That should have been a bad idea, but hey, they cast Jim Carrey as Robotnik, and that freaking worked. For the movie that they made, it worked. Here, it worked. And yeah, like I said, the film knows what it is. This is the design of Pikachu. You guys have seen it if you've seen the movie. Look how adorable he is. That little hat and those ears and that fuzzy fur. It looks really good. The CG doesn't look terrible at all. Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 69%, saying Pokemon Detective Pikachu may not think it's wonderfully bizarre premise as far as it could be, but this offbeat adaptation should catch most of, if not the franchise's fans. I'm a fan of the franchise. I played every single game on the Game Boy and the Game Boy Advance and the Nintendo DS and the 3DS. I played all of them. The only one I haven't played is Sword and Shield, mainly, but I will play that someday. I've been a fan of the show since I was a kid, and I played all the games that I can, and just I'm a big fan of the franchise. Also, it was the first international theatrical live action video game adaptation to maintain a fresh. This wasn't like Mortal Kombat in the 90s or Street Fighter or Double Dragon that they got horrible reviews. This actually got better than average. It surpassed the Angry Birds second movie, which I liked, but there was things that annoyed me in that movie. Here, Scott Mendelson called the film the best video game movie ever and wrote, Detective Pikachu works because it's a good movie first and a promising franchise starter and a brand cash in second. Yeah, just like with Sonic. You took an established character and made it interesting and cute and funny and charming, and you put color in it. Solo doesn't have color, guys. I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you. The whole movie's like this. Everybody's in the dark. You can't see the girls' dresses. You can't see freaking the action. Everything's shot in black and brown and orange and blue. You can't see anything because apparently when they put Ron Howard to do the reshoots, he said, "You know what we need to save on budget? We're going to shut all the lights off." Don't do that. I want to see what's going on, guys. When I have better lighting in my room than they do in a freaking feature film, they screwed up. But anyway, I could blame Kathleen Kennedy for that. But anyway, this movie is adorable. If you have kids, this is perfect for them. There's some stupid things in it, but again, it's a kids movie. It's not gonna. At least Pikachu doesn't fart in someone's face or pick his nose or do something stupid like that. And there's a lot of jokes that are gonna make adults laugh, which I'm an adult and I was laughing my ass off because Ryan Reynolds has such comedic chops that it just worked for the movie. It benefited the movie. If this was some British dude, it would take me out of it because Pikachu shouldn't sound like a bint. But anyway, this movie's very charming. I would get this on Blu-ray. It's hilarious. It's got great visuals. It's got a straightforward story. I don't need everything to be a Christopher Nolan movie, guys. It's not deep and thought-provoking, but it's very cute. It's got a lot of emotional weight to it. And the ending, spoiler, yes, he finds his father, and his father is played by Ryan Reynolds. That made me laugh my ass off because I'm like, that's one of the most meta things in the movie. It's like they were trying to make Deadpool, but for a way younger audience, and no blood or anything like that because the movie couldn't go too far. It is a Pokemon movie. They're not gonna make it like a Rick and Morty episode, but it works. This movie was produced by Legendary Pictures and Toho, the same people that did Godzilla. This one was a payoff though, because they kept the budget big but not too big, and they don't have these worthless freaking actors like Millie Bobby Brown and Rebecca Hall and freaking other people that just don't work. Yeah, Billy Nye is not good in the film. He's wasted. He's just an asshole businessman. Yeah, I've never seen that before. And Suki Waterson, no, did nothing for me. I think she's gonna be in Free Guy, but I don't know. Just they don't do it for me, guys. It doesn't get me hard. It just doesn't. No, she's in Misbehavior, which I don't care about, The Broken Heart Gallery, and Seance. And she also did one of the Divergent movies, Insurgent, Marlene. Don't care, guys. British chicks are not for me. If you see my rants on Rogue One and Force Awakens, you know exactly why I'm not into them. They sound drunk and they shouldn't be on film. Sorry. Most unorthodox. Yeah, well, I don't talk like that. None of my friends do either. But anyway, this movie's awesome. Don't let my bias be overshadow the review. The movie is really good. See it, see it on online. Buy the Blu-ray, stream it. It's worth your time. It's not very long. It's very cute, and it's worth your time. And it's one of the best video game movies that's come out in years. This and Sonic were surprises. They should not have been as good as they were, especially for kids, because kids get very spoiled now. They get a lot of movies that are really good that are CGI animated or whatever, and then there's some that aren't that great, like Wonder Park and freaking Play Dolls and Playmobiles and Ugly Dolls and all that. Emoji Movie wasn't good, but I didn't hate it. I mean, a lot of people on YouTube hate it, but I thought it was passable. Not great, but the animation was okay. But like I said, there's worse. But this movie's awesome. Definitely watch it. And millennials, watch this video because not every movie I review is going to be from the 2010s. Some of them are going to be from years ago. This one was from last year, so I give it a pass because it came out a year ago. It was very funny, very charming. And Ryan Reynolds' voice is just magical in this movie. He just has a voice I like listening to. He looks like my cousin. Yeah. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.